Welcome to Clearly Conveying, where we talk about the ins and outs of conveyors. I'm your host, Karissa Hastings, and I am again joined by Jeff Poe, our Field Engineering Manager. Today we're going to talk about conveyor surveys. Welcome, Jeff, and how are you today?
Hi, Karissa. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So today we want to talk about conveyor surveys. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about the process of a survey?
Sure. Well, conveyor surveys are very, very important. For one, it enables PPI as a company to provide the correct products to our customers. So what the conveyor survey entails essentially is sending a field engineer to the job site, and once at the job site, they'll receive their site-specific safety training. And once they have their safety training, they typically work in a small group to walk each conveyor and record conveyor data, and then also record the dimensional information for the pulleys and idlers and take-ups, for example.
So what do they do with all of this information that they gather?
It's essential to supply the correct components for any particular conveyor on any particular job site. So the great benefits for our customers come from we can go on site, collect the data, especially if they do not have good records on their conveyors. Many of our customers have plants that have been in operation for years, and things have changed a lot over the years, and so the original prints may be out of date and they need updated information. So what we do is we go on site and we record what they're actually currently using on each of those conveyors, and we can run conveyor designs, if you will, analyze the conveyors, generate belt tensions, and check their components to make sure that the size of the components that they're using are appropriate. With the survey information, we keep that on record, and when a customer needs to order a pulley or an idler, for example, we know what they need, and they'll tell us what pulley position, for example, or what idlers, and we reference the survey and we know precisely what they need. It gets quoted accurately, it gets built accurately, and when it shows up, the customer can have confidence that what we've sent them is going to drop right into place and bolt up for many years of useful life.
Wow, that's great. It seems like a great value and something really good for our customers.
Yeah, very much so.
How can having a survey done help save a customer money or time?
Well, it's been our experience, especially customers with older facilities, many times the components that they're using may be outdated. So I can give you an example on the idler side. If your plant is 30 years old or older, the drop heights on your return idlers generally aren't the standard drop heights that are available today. And a customer may, if they don't know this or they're unaware of it, they may order a return belt trainer, for example, for their conveyor. And today a return belt trainer, if it's a SEMA C or SEMA D series, would come with a standard 4.5-inch drop, for example. Well, 30 years ago, 4.5-inch drops weren't the standard drops. And so they may get a training idler that's designed for today's applications, and then when they go to install it, it doesn't match up with what they're currently using, and so it's now cost them downtime. They can't complete the install, not without some fabrication on site, and so they may be down longer, or they may have to forego installing that component and try it again the next time.
Well, it seems like a survey of your conveyor is a good idea, and it's nice to have that information at PPI so that you can order your components correctly. So I really appreciate you talking us through that process, and we will see you on the next episode of Clearly Conveying.
And the VP of Maintenance looks over at him and says, if this works, you're going to be a hero. And then shortly after, in the same breath nearly, he said, and if it doesn't, you probably won't be allowed back on the property.